said I'm ready for the base.
What's happening right now?
Well, we're putting some stone on some stones.
Time's over, boys. Hold this one.
Hardscapers throwing the old pipe in the ground in our base. I brought this HPV down for a nice bedding for our 3/4 for the flagstone. What we're gonna be doing later this week. So we're getting some scaffold set up to help Spencer with the roof boards and getting going on the roof. And then their 45-degree bracing on the sides. We're working on that also. Ruslan has gone on vacation this week and Ryan is too, so that leaves 3 carpenters to work on this once they get their driving training done. So instead of us jumping straight onto working on the flagstone patio, the 2 hardscapers that are here today are going to be helping Spencer. I have another load of stuff to bring here, so I'll have to jump back to the shop, and then Jim has some stores to drop off at and restock on some things. We just smacked his head right off of that. That's funny. But yeah, we got Spencer, Clede, Constantine out here working on base and on the structure. And then back home, everyone else is working on their driver's training. And then we have quite a bit of work to do around the yard and clean up in the show garden before we take off for PEI. But that's still on delay because we don't have an update until Friday. So we will know on Friday of this week when we're allowed to start working down there. So the permit was good, we're allowed to work, we're just waiting for the start time. So Friday will be the day that dictates our plan for the next 2-3 months. So
Pretty close, within a foot, Jim.
Alright. Down, Chloe.
Hey, got right here.
Get this damn there, come forward.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're getting our base gravel in here, so we're some 3/4 clear. So Constantine's just on a skid steer running back and forth. We're gonna cover up the drain pipes here. And then when me and Jim are gone, they're gonna make sure everything's all level. There's nothing too big, not too many humps. This base layer doesn't need to be dead perfect because we come in with our HPV, which is our bedding stone, which is what the stone lays on. So it's only about an inch of that smaller stones or gravels on top of here. So this is pretty close to level, and then when we actually go to lay the stone on the ground is when we get the gravel in our base completely dead level with our smaller bedding gravel. So working on our base gravel today.
So, I'll show you quickly how this works. So, in the front, see how there's 2 little handles here? Yeah. Right, this one, and then there's another one on the other side. You just want to get this one sitting roughly in the right spot. Just like that. And then you can pull these in and it'll clip right down into place. So, but it won't go right now because you see right here,
Yeah.
there's like a little tab that's got to hook into the front side. So you got to pull them both off, get them both hooked in.
Okay, now it's secure.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then this can come out like this.
Like an extension.
Yep. Okay. And then these.
And those two, yeah?
Yeah. So these go. Right to the end. And then you push that back in. Worst sawhorses ever. Okay. So then these go out here like that. Turn this off. Lift things up.
Khalid, you said 10, 1/4 money. Delivery.
So we're in Port Hope today. We're trying to get the roof put on the timber structure. And we got Khalid and Constantine here helping us out. I'm gonna be down here cutting for everybody. Ray and Spencer from the Carpenters are gonna be up top. Khalid and Constantine are also up there. Gonna be switching sides. We're gonna finish this side, get to the other side. And then we got more material coming and hopefully polish off the whole thing today. So the week's going good. The first half of the week, they started the roof, and now we got a decent day today. Hopefully get a lot of the work done. Tomorrow, looking like it could be a bit of a rain day, but Friday should also be good. Finish off any little things we missed today, and it's a good week overall.
Have a little bit more base prep to do today. I brought up some insulated tarps so we can lay them over the base tonight, so there's no freeze thaw, and so we're ready to start laying tomorrow. The one thing we do have to bring is some mortar, because we decided to go ahead with wet laying the flagstone instead of dry laying, which was our original plan. So it doesn't change anything really. Just need to bring out the mixer behind the truck, bring mortar. Other than that, we're gonna start laying tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and then hopefully be done on Monday. So we're trying to bang it out in 3 full days, which I think we can get it done in 2. So that'll be good. And then the carpenters just have the roof to finish here, and then there is a lot of fine grading, as you can see, all the mountains of dirt sitting everywhere. So there'll be a couple days of clean up the machines, but realistically one of us can just come out and do that. So that's our focus for the rest of the week here and the rest of the day. And the start of next week is getting the whole patio all done and the timber frame structure done too. So it's going good so far. We're on schedule.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'd say the part of this project that takes the most coordination is the day the crane came in. Just because there's a lot of guys on the ground, and then we also have to be very safe with the rigging. So that was definitely the most coordination, with the guys guiding the beams along and finding the exact lines into the specific place it has to go, down to the inch, because it has to be very specific so that it's structurally sound and that we follow our drawing. So it definitely takes a lot of coordination for the guys on the ground, and then the guys that are up on the scaffold tied off, actually setting the rafters in the right spot. Yeah, definitely with all this mud and the odd weather we're having, it's definitely slowing down the crew a bit. Nothing major, but definitely it's a lot harder on the machines. We have to spend a bit more time cleaning them at night. And then also just the movement in general, not getting covered in mud and slipping, watching placement of materials. We don't want our flagstone and our gravel and our wood getting all covered in mud and everything. So it definitely just takes a little bit more time to carefully place things in the right spot so they're not getting absolutely coated in this sloppy mud. Yeah, I'd say the inventory really ties into this build. It's a good example. All of the stone that we're using here, we had it waiting for us in our stone yard that we got last year, which is amazing. It's as simple as taking it out of the back of the stone yard and throwing it on a truck and bringing it out here. So that definitely helped out. And then same with the beams. We had the beams waiting in the wood yard. So the carpenters brought them right in the shop, cut them, and then we moved them to site. And then same with all the metal brackets that are going to be installed, and then along with our big lag bolt screws, all of that's held in our inventory. When we do projects like this, we're completely ready to go.
You're all around us.
Today we're in Port Hope working on the outdoor kitchen, finishing up the roof. Right now I've got Raymond on the other side starting the other side. I'm up here finishing this side behind me. Couple challenges that we had this morning was that the roof was super slippery because of all the frost, so very thankful that we put up all those steps and 2x4s all up the roof. Even though we've got harnesses, it makes it a whole lot more comfortable and safe to walk up there. Next steps for finishing this roof is we got to remove all of those steps that I just talked about, and then we got to put the tar paper underneath. So we'll roll out a big roll, staple it down, and then put some big 2x4s down instead of these little steps so that we can mount this plywood to it. And then we'll do that whole process up the roof, keeping it safe and, you know, easy to walk on. Once this side's done, repeat the same thing on the other side, and then we start laying plywood and getting ready for the roofers to come and put the steel roof on. How often do I waste time looking for tools? At Private Paradise, pretty much never. I mean, over the last month when we were redoing the shop, it's been a learning process, learning where everything is and getting everything dialed in. But I believe they've been working on the new inventory system recently, so that's going to make it even easier. But as soon as you know where things are, it's perfectly fine. So I waste next to no time here. At previous jobs, I'd waste a lot of time because, you know, disastrous trailers, unorganized trailers, you don't know where things are going to go, where the last guy put things, and then everything ends up usually on a big pile on the workspace. And then people get mad at each other for not putting stuff back at the right spot, or you're in a rush, so you just throw something on the table and then someone else picks it up, or you throw another thing on the table and it gets covered up. It's just a mess. So here we have an organized trailer, never waste any time. Everyone knows where everything goes. It gets put back where it's supposed to go, and no one argues with each other about it. I think this system's helpful. It is a little bit of extra work for sure, getting everything done in the first place. But once it's done, it's done. You never have to do it again. A lot of people that I know in this industry, in different businesses, would say otherwise because they don't like spending the time and money on like training and organization. But I think it's very useful. I think it's well worth the time and a little bit of extra money that it takes for guys to set this up and then learn where everything is, because it saves you so much more time down the future or down the road. Just like I said earlier, a messy trailer is disastrous and doesn't really produce any good results. So a nice organized trailer and a nice organized shop, I think, is well worth the time and effort.
What would make this system actually stick? Or like, how do you keep the system to stay how it is and organized like this?
How would you keep the system sticking? I'd say get people on board with it. Get people to realize that it does save time, that it is actually worth doing. Typically you don't key in on stuff that doesn't make you frustrated. You key in on things that actually make you frustrated and cause problems. So if you can, like, say in your morning huddles, say like, hey guys, did anyone waste any time looking for things in the trailer, and keep bringing it up and making people realize that this does save time and bring peace of mind. But yeah, that's about it.
And then, as Mark was saying, our entire month of April and moving forward to this next month, we are going to be building and lean boards and showing you best practices of how lean boards run.
And really be methodically working through how to set them up, how to connect workflows so that day-to-day work becomes very streamlined.
What's our
I think there's gonna be a
topics for lean boards?
as well, just like
Would be vehicles and maintenance?
landscapers. That thing.
I think one for vehicles,
Okay.
one for equipment.
Okay.
Do we just want to group that together though?
Vehicles and equipment could be on the
I'd say
same
vehicles,
board.
equipment, because we don't have enough to separate it.
And then
And then it wouldn't be like
I think
too jammed up, because once one thing is like an appointments booked, you move to like
You
the
delete.
complete, and then once it's actually serviced, then you move it to done, and then it's gone, and then that part of the board's clear again.
and even
There's never going to be a time where we have so much shit broken
So,
down that
should
we need
be-
2 boards.
so
Okay.
the vehicles, equipment,
Not in one?
and
Vehicles and equipment.
what
One
about tools, like a
Okay.
generator needs repair?
Okay, vehicles, equipment,
Yeah.
and tools.
Yeah, all the power tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
All in
Okay. And then
And then so if I
to
go,
do, doing, and done.
so hold on, let me go to the app here. Let me see how this works.
So I see what you're trying to
The
get.
F550
What this landscaper's trying to do.
bin truck
Just
needs
get
an
rid of
oil
old
change.
dogs
Can
like
you
me.
add that to the
know
vehicles,
all this
equipment,
shit.
and tools lean board?
Right? It has a book.
Yeah, I guess.
He's trying to get rid of the old dog that has a book.
Yeah.
I can see all I'm doing here is helping end my job.
Okay. How do we assign this to a person?
Well, we have to do that. We have to choose someone to,
Owner
to
of that
be an
main
owner.
board, right?
So,
Yeah.
but that's like within the role. So if we're saying like, okay, this is,
I spelled
say
it
for
wrong.
example, we assign this to like Jim or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's like,
Well, who wants it?
Well, Simon, do you look after all the vehicles right now, or
Yeah, in terms of maintenance.
or is that if Tamara tells you to look after your vehicle? Simon, you're doing this today. I want to know where all the insurance slips are.
I can take care of it.
I just don't know how to assign a person. But anyways,
I don't think you do. I think they just go in and look at it. But you can, it should say like assign owner. Like, go to the options. There might be assign owner.
just rename.
Oh no, okay.
What are the options here?
Okay.
Well,
so
everyone can access it.
I looked for it, but I
regardless.
couldn't find it as well. Like
my boards.
vehicles.
Okay, vehicles, equipment, tools. What else do we want?
Here, can you go back to that lean board? I want to see if this came up now.
No.
No.
Refresh.
I think it's because it's not, they haven't,
Oh.
yeah, see? That's
There it
what I
is.
mean. So it's like, say we just make a board for, say this was the Port Hope job and we were using this the whole time.
Yeah.
When we needed to book the crane in,
Yeah.
say like we hadn't already talked about that, and Bruce got out there and he's like, "Oh, we can't do this with the crane truck." Then he says, "Hey, I need to make an equipment request for this day." That's when we have all the rafters ready and we're ready to use a crane. I need a crane on this day at this time and just for one day. And then it'll pop up and then it's in progress, and then when that day is over, it gets moved to completed and then you can take it off.
Oh, here we do an owner.
Yeah, perfect. And you can leave that because that truck does need an oil change.
And
I can delete it.
No, that truck needs an oil
It
change.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, it says you're the owner because you entered it.
Yeah, because I entered it, but we'd have to
Okay.
figure that out. I'm not sure exactly how that
so
works.
what about the,
But I think it just means owner in the sense of who reported it.
Got it.
Or who ordered it. Because if we're going into materials and Ruslan ordered something, how do we know that wasn't like Spencer or something?
Right.
I think that's just why that's there.
Okay.
the small landscape trailer needs the pintle hitch and needs to still be safetied.
Busy day today?
Yeah, gonna get set up again. This cold morning is gonna kind of slow things down, and we would have just started laying flagstone right away. I'm gonna hang a few tarps here. The temperature's supposed to stay in the minuses today, so I don't want our mortar freezing up. So we're gonna tarp in this little area, maybe just up to these posts, and then we'll lay flagstone up. Probably get to those posts today or something, hopefully. And we'll leave tonight. We'll have to leave tarps on top of all of this just so the frost doesn't get into it. Supposed to dip below zero again over the weekends here. Weekend days. Probably right at this end. We're gonna. Eh? No, we'll work around that. I'm just gonna hang the tarp down and it'll be up against that post first. Is where we're gonna.
Cold today. Yeah. It's better. I mean, like, I think we messed up the pattern up there. What? So it was like, how the fuck did you do that? So I go. All right, dirty old cow. Where'd you put my key? All right, we're going to get pizza for the boys on Friday. We're gonna get a super cool pizza picking up montage. Hey, it's super Let's check the order. Ah, I got it. I got it. I almost lost my iced tea. Give me the garlic fingers. Academy Home Children. But downtown. Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, we did like 7 holes before you got there, and then they now we hit a rock that's like we've been trying to drill around it to get the rock out.
Yeah, you're not.
It's just not happening.
Where are we eating pizza? Come on, Ray. Don't step on my goddamn flagstone. Oh, where the fuck am I supposed to eat?
Oh, we can stay there. Just
How's the pizza?
And then that'll give you an extra 2 feet.
It is 1:15. The carpenters are busy over there drilling their holes, getting ready for the posts. We are still going strong on our flagstone in here. We're about to start our 3rd row. So we'll finish out our 2nd, do the 3rd, and then we're gonna mix a couple bags of concrete and put those posts in. And then we're gonna end the day a bit early. It was a long week and it was cold and wet, all muddy, so end the day off a half hour early. I have to get back to the shop just for a marketing meeting, and then we'll be back here on Monday with all the carpenters and all the hardscapers. We'll go for a hard stint of getting shit done. And then a little bit more carpentry work prep for PI for the carpenters, and then we're slowly figuring out our PEI. We're getting there. We're getting there. I can ram you from behind.
Well, and now this is the only spot you can get out.
That sounds weird. I can ram you.
Oh my god, you rock.
I love concrete with my arms.
Look how big that thing is. What the hell, Mark? Huh?
Is that the bottom?
No. In the first 2 inches of the hole. And then we're gonna go drill it. And then it's gonna happen again. No, it's just, literally all these other ones are just. So there you go, clamp it. Or not. Back in the hole. Ray's getting defeated by this rock right now.
You need an operator to come over there.
Yeah, we gotta learn at some point.
These fucking carpenters. What are you guys good for anyway? Playing with wood? Ray!
Ray, come closer, man.
Ray, bring your thumb in more. Lift up, lift up. Okay, bring your thumb in a little bit.
It won't go anywhere.
Oh, why?
It's max.
Oh, then bring your bucket in. Come to the right or the left. Okay, set it down. And then come in with the bucket. You should grab it.
There you go. Don't swing them toward me. Right. Longer.
Don't touch that.
Oh boy, I'm stuck. God.
I'm fucking
Too slow?
way too slow. I'm wasting half of my fucking day sitting there. I timed it one day. It takes 2.5 minutes for this box to go all the way down. When it's not loaded, it takes 2 minutes.